Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. I am Aman and I am going to take your science class today. Okay. Now in previous class we have already discussed about the electronic configuration, valence electron, valency and formation of compound. And in formation of compound we have learned in two ways: simple compound and the compound with the help of polyatomic ions. So we have already discussed it. You must see that video. You go to the playlist, check that video and please visit it. Okay. So today we are going to start our first chapter, chemistry, that is chemical reaction and equations. Okay. Now what we are going to study in this chapter: first one is introduction, second characteristics of chemical reaction, third one is balancing a chemical equation, fourth one is type of chemical reaction, and the last one is corrosion and rancidity. These are the 5 topics we will cover in this chapter. Okay. Now we are dealing about introduction. We will deal these 3 topics today. That is introduction, characteristics of a chemical reaction, and balancing a chemical equation. Okay. We will deal these 3 topics. Okay. So just start from the introduction. In introduction, what we will study? We will study about chemical reactions. What is chemical reaction? What is chemical equation? What is the example of it? Okay. So starting, what is chemical reaction? First thing, as we read the topic name, chemical reaction equation, there is a question which arises in our mind, that is, what is chemical reaction and what is chemical equation? Is it same or is it different? So let's study it. First is chemical reaction. What is chemical reaction? The process in which new substances with new properties are formed. What is this? The process in which new substances with new properties are formed. For example, when hydrogen reacts with oxygen, what? When hydrogen reacts with oxygen, it forms water. Now you see here, hydrogen is in gaseous state, oxygen is also in a gaseous state, but when they combine together, they form a new substance, that is water, which is in liquid state with new properties. Another example, we know oxygen supports burning, and we know what is the working of water. Okay. So these two are called as reactants. These two are called as reactants. And this is called as product. This is called as product. Means when the substances which mix together, to form a new substance, that substance is called as reactant, and the new substance formed is called as product. Okay. Now going to chemical equation. Now let us understand what is chemical equation. Before learning chemical equation, I would like to share something, that is, you know what different types of changes. We have already studied these in class 8th, 9th, already 6th, 7th also. What are changes? We have studied already 2 changes, physical changes and chemical changes. Okay. So chemical reactions is under chemical changes, not physical changes, because physical changes are reversible. They can be reversed. Physically changeable. For example, tearing a paper. We are changing the physical shape of that paper. If we burn the paper, it will become chemical change, because we cannot trace back that paper when once it gets burned. Okay. Now going to chemical equation. What is chemical equation? Chemical equation. What is this chemical equation? Now suppose a chemical reaction, a statement is given: when hydrogen reacts with oxygen, it forms water. What is given? When hydrogen reacts with oxygen to form water. This is called as chemical reaction. This is a chemical reaction. Now, if you have to explain the formation of water, you have to write this much. Okay, then what is chemical equation? This statement is converted into symbols. Okay, this statement is converted into symbols. Means what type of symbols? The elements or the atoms which are taking part in this reaction, we will take its symbol, like hydrogen, oxygen and water. There are three things: hydrogen atom, oxygen atom and the product is water. We will take its symbol. What is the symbol of hydrogen? H. And we write it as 2 because it is diatomic atom. You have already studied in class 9 monoatomic, diatomic, heteroatomic. So hydrogen is diatomic, we will write it as H2. Now what is another atom? Oxygen, that is O2. This is also a diatomic atom. Okay, and what is the product? That is water. Now representation of this chemical reaction into this form is called as chemical equation. This is called a chemical equation. Representation of a chemical reaction into a formula based form, or we can call it as symbolic form, is called as chemical equation. Clear है? कुछ भी नहीं, इस केमिकल रिएक्शन का रिप्रेजेंटेशन करना है हमें किसमें? सिंबॉलिक फॉर्म में. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ए केमिकल इक्वेशन. दिस इज केमिकल इक्वेशन. नाउ this is unbalanced equation. We will learn first how to balance the equation, then again we will balance this equation later on. Okay, so ये मत बोलना सर आप गलत पढ़ा दिए, इसको बैलेंस नहीं लिखे. This I know this is unbalanced equation. We will balance it, but after learning the balance. Okay. Now coming to characteristics of a chemical reaction. Second topic: characteristics of a chemical reaction. Second topic is characteristics of a chemical reaction. Okay, what are the characteristics of a chemical reaction, or we can call it as evidence of a chemical reaction. Suppose when we mix two substances, hydrogen and oxygen, how will you come to know that water is a new substance with new properties? Suppose we have mixed sand and sugar. Is there a chemical reaction? No. So how will we come to know that mixing of two substances is a chemical reaction or not? This is the evidence, or that is also called as characteristics of a chemical reaction. First one is change in state. What is this? Change in state. You know state: solid, liquid, gas. We have already studied it. Okay, so change in state can explain us that a chemical reaction has been done. For example, I have already explained you before, H2 plus O2, hydrogen reacts with oxygen to form water. Now just see here, what is the state of hydrogen here? Gaseous state. State of oxygen, gas, but the state of new substance that is formed is liquid. It means there is a change in state in reactant part and the product part. Then we can call it a chemical reaction has been occurred here. A reaction has been done. Okay, so this is a chemical reaction. How we recognize it? By checking the state of the reactant and product. Okay, now suppose you are mixing two solid substances and the formation of the new substance is in gaseous state or liquid state. Is there any chemical reaction? Yes, because the state has been changed. Okay, so first one is change in state. Copy it or take a screenshot of it. Second one is change in temperature. Second one is change in temperature. Example: when calcium oxide reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide plus heat. Okay, when calcium oxide reacts with water, it forms calcium hydroxide plus heat is evolved. Okay, the bottom of the beaker becomes hot. It means there is a change in temperature. This is calcium oxide is also known as quicklime. Okay. This is also known as quicklime. So if someone gives you quicklime reacts with water, it means calcium oxide reacts with water to form select lime. Select lime is calcium hydroxide. This is select lime. Okay, it means quicklime reacts with water to form select lime with evolution of heat. It means there is a chemical reaction. आप लोगों ने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा quicklime means in local language we can call it as chuna. When we mix in water, there is an evolution of gases and heat. So calcium oxide reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide plus heat. This is called as quicklime and this is called as select lime. This is the example of change in temperature. Copy it. Now third one is change in color. Okay. Third characteristic is or third evidence is change in color. Example, when iron reacts with copper sulfate CuSO4, and we know the color of copper sulfate is blue. What is the color of blue? Copper sulfate blue. When we dip iron into a solution of copper sulfate that is of blue color, the new substance formed is FeSO4, iron sulfate plus copper, and the solution becomes green. Because the color of iron sulfate is green. So before we have the solution of blue color, and after that reaction the color changes to green. It means this is also a type of chemical reaction. This is also a chemical reaction which shows change in color. The color was blue and now the color is green. Okay, so change in color, the color changes. There is many more examples of this. When we study the types of reaction, we will discuss it. Now the fourth one is evolution of gas. Fourth characteristic is evolution of gas. Okay, when we react two or more than two substances together, there is an evolution of gas. That will also give an evidence of a chemical reaction. For example, when zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid HCl, when zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid ZnCl2, zinc chloride and hydrogen gas is evolved. This arrow sign shows the evolution of gas. So when zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid, zinc chloride and hydrogen gas is formed, and hydrogen gas will evolve. Evolve means go up. Okay. Therefore, we can also say this is a chemical reaction because there is an evolution of gas. These are the evidence for a chemical reaction to happen. Okay. And the last one of this is evidence of a chemical reaction or the characteristics of a chemical reaction. The last one is formation of precipitate. The last one is, and it is very important, formation of precipitate. Okay, what is precipitate? Formation of precipitate, first we have to understand what is precipitate. Okay, just if we mix something into water, okay, that settles down at the bottom, that is called as precipitate. For example, sand in water. When we mix sand in water, what happens after some time? The sand settles down at the bottom. It means the sand was precipitate. Sand is the precipitate. It means precipitate means the solid substance which settles down at the bottom of the beaker in a solution. Okay. Now we have understood that precipitate. So formation of precipitate also shows there is a formation of chemical compound, means there is a chemical reaction. For example, when sodium sulfate Na2SO4, how Na2SO4 we have already discussed in last classes. Na2SO4 reacts with barium chloride. Okay, when sodium sulfate Na2SO4 reacts with barium chloride, it forms sodium chloride plus barium sulfate. It forms sodium chloride plus barium sulfate. This sodium chloride is acting as your precipitate, and what is the color of that precipitate? White precipitate. This is PPT, not PowerPoint presentation. This represents precipitate. Okay. So here what happens when we mix Na2SO4 into a solution of BaCl2? NaCl plus BaSO4 is formed. A solution is formed, but in that NaCl is acting as a precipitate. It will settle down at the bottom of the beaker in that solution. And what is the color of that precipitate? That is in white color. Okay, these five were the characteristics of a chemical reaction, or we can call it as evidence for a chemical reaction. See, how many reactions we have written already? 5 or 6 reactions. They all were unbalanced equation. I have not balanced them till, because you don't know how to balance. Now I will teach you how to balance, and then after we will balance these equations. Okay, or it will be your homework to balance all these equations after learning the balancing equation. Okay, so we have done with this topic. Now next topic is balancing a chemical reaction. Third one is balancing a chemical reaction. Okay, balancing a chemical reaction. How do you balance? What is balancing a chemical reaction? So just see the process of making the number of atoms on both sides. Both sides means reactant and product. What both? Reactant and product side. The process of making the number of atoms on both sides, reactant and product, equal. The process of making the number of atoms on both sides, reactant and product, equal. This process is known as balancing a chemical reaction. Okay, this process is called as balancing a chemical reaction. And atoms may be different. Atoms means different atoms. So if we have sodium, then we have to make the number of atoms in left means reactant side and product side equal. If we have magnesium, chlorine, for every atom we have to do the same method. Okay. Now, why do we need to do this? What is the need of doing this to making the number of atoms same? I will explain you with an example. Let's see here. H2 plus O2 give rise to H2O. Already we have discussed it. Hydrogen reacts with oxygen to form water. Okay. So we have learned law of conservation of mass many times in many books, we have already studied in class 9th also, 8th also. Law of conservation of mass. What does it mean? Law of conservation of mass says mass is neither created nor destroyed. Mass is neither created nor destroyed. It means the mass of reactant side must be equal to mass of product side. It means according to law of conservation of mass, the mass of reactant must be equal to mass of product. But see here, what happens? What is the mass of hydrogen? 1. So how many atoms of hydrogen here? 2. So what is the mass of this H2? 2 into 1, that is equal to 2. What is the mass of one oxygen atom? That is 16. So how many atoms are there? Two atoms. So 2 into 16 is 32. So if we add it, these two plus 32, total 34. Means total mass of reactant is 34 here. Now check here. Hydrogen 2 into 1 plus oxygen. How many atoms is here? 1. 1 into 16, 18. Now see here, the mass of product is 18 and the mass of reactant is 34. It means it is violating the law of conservation of mass. So to follow the law of conservation of mass, we need to balance this chemical equation. What we have to do? To follow the law of conservation of mass, we need to balance this chemical equation, because we can see here the mass of reactant is 34 but the mass of product is 18 only. They are unbalanced, they are not equal. We have to make them equal. So how will we make them equal? By making the number of atoms of different compounds or elements, or what we call it, equal. If see here, there is 2 atoms of hydrogen here also 2 atoms of hydrogen. Here 2 atoms of oxygen, here 1 atom of oxygen. If we make here 2 atoms of oxygen, what will happen? This will be 2 into 16, again this will become 34. So balancing is needed to follow the law of conservation of mass. Okay. So let us balance this chemical equation. Let us balance this chemical equation. Now, trick how to balance. It will be easy. The method of balancing this chemical equation is trial and error method. You have to try, you will get some error, again you have to try, you will get some error, again you have to try. But there is a trick in which you will get the result into maximum 1 to 2 steps. Maximum 1 to 2 steps. What we need to do is first balance metals. Metals like sodium, potassium, zinc, copper, iron. These all are metals. Okay, and we have already discussed. Those who have valency in plus are metals. So first we have to balance metals. Second, balance non-metal. Second step is balance non-metal like carbon, sulfur, etc. Third step is balance oxygen. Okay, oxygen is also a non-metal, but we are taking it in third step. Fourth, balance hydrogen. Okay. So we have to follow these 4 steps. Maximum you will follow if you are going to balance the chemical, maximum 1 or 2 steps will give you the result. Okay. So first we need to balance metals. Second step is balance non-metals. Third, balance oxygen, and fourth one is balance of hydrogen atom. Okay. So in this reaction, check, is there any metal? No. No metal is there. Is there any non-metal? No. What is here only? There is oxygen and hydrogen only. So what we need to do is these 2 steps. We are not. These 2 steps are not eligible in this, because there is no non-metal and there is no metal. So we will come on third step. What is it? Balancing of oxygen. So balancing of oxygen, we will make a table like this. Here, how many atoms of oxygen is in 2. Reactant side there is a 2 atom of oxygen, and product side there is only 1 atom of oxygen. Okay, and hydrogen here is 2 and hydrogen here is already 2. So what we need to do is, for balancing a chemical reaction, only multiplication is allowed. What is allowed? Only multiplication. We cannot add, subtract or divide. Only multiplication is allowed. So see here, how will we make this 2? Multiplying it by 2. If we multiply it by 2, it will become 2. So see here, this is water in combined state. We cannot simply multiply by 2 here. So it is a compound. If we are going to multiply oxygen by 2, it means we need to multiply whole the compound by 2, so that the oxygen becomes 2. Okay, so oxygen becomes 2. Then what is the number of hydrogen here? 2 into 2, it will become, because it is also multiplied by 2, it will become 4. Now see, the number of oxygen atom is already balanced. The number of oxygen atom is already balanced now. So what we need to balance is hydrogen, because hydrogen, the number of atom in hydrogen in product part is 4 and the reactant part is 2. So by how much we multiply this 2 to get 4? We know 2. So multiply it by 2, we will get here 4. Where we need to multiply? In hydrogen atom here. So the balance equation becomes 2H2 plus O2 give rise to 2H2O. Okay, this is a balance equation. Now you can check its mass. If we check its mass, the mass of reactant will be equal to mass of product, because this is a balanced equation. Check. Mass of hydrogen is 1, 2 hydrogen, 2, 2 into 2, 4, plus 2, 16 into 2, 32, this is 36. Here, 2 into 1, plus 16. So 2 into 1 is 2, 2 plus 16, 18, 18 into 2, 36. See, mass of reactant is equal to mass of product. So this reaction is balanced. Okay, got it? Now we will do many more examples on balancing a chemical reaction. But you need to copy this trick: balance metals, then non-metals, then oxygen, and then hydrogen. We will also learn another method for balancing a chemical reaction, but this is a primary method in NCERT and different books they are given. Okay, so example number 2. Copy it or just take a screenshot. Example number 2. CH4 plus O2. Okay, when methane is burnt in presence of air, what happens? Carbon dioxide and water is formed with a lot of heat. Plus heat is equal. We need not to balance this because this is just heat. We need to balance all the number of atoms. This is not an atom. Okay. So first identify, is there any metal? No. No metal is here. So second step, non-metal. Yes, non-metal is carbon. Non-metal is carbon. So check the number of carbon atoms. Here 1, here also 1. So make a table. Carbon, how many atoms? 1, and product side also 1. Second step, non-metal. After non-metal we will balance oxygen. Here oxygen, how many atoms? 2. Here oxygen, how many atoms? 2 plus 1, 3. We will write in this manner. If the number of oxygen atoms are different places, we will write in this manner. Okay. Now third one is hydrogen. How many atoms of hydrogen here? 4. And how many atoms of hydrogen here? 2. So what we need to do is balance, because number of oxygen atom is different and number of hydrogen atom is also different. So what we need to do? See, here total number of oxygen atom is 3, here number of oxygen atom is 2. How will balance this? How will be balancing this chemical reaction? Say, see here, the number of oxygen atom is more in product part and it is less in reactant part. So we need to increase the number of atoms of oxygen in reactant parts because it is less. So the minimum number by which we can multiply is 1 but what is the need of this? Because if we multiply it by 1, we will get 2 only. It will not increase. The second number is 2. So we will multiply it by 2. It will become 4. Oxygen. So multiply it here 2. 4. Now the number of oxygen atom becomes 4, and here it is 2 plus 1, 3. So we need to make it 4 also. So what will we do it? What will we do here? See here, it is 2 and here it is 1. If we multiply by 2 into 1, here we have to multiply it here, 2 into 1. What will be it? Now 2 plus 2, it will equal to 4. Number of oxygen atom is 4. Here also it is 4. So where we have to multiply 2? Where the number of oxygen atom is 1. Where here it is 1. So we need to multiply here 2. Because it is a compound, it is in combined state, so we cannot multiply individually. We have to multiply in the compound value. I have explained you this. So the oxygen atom becomes 4. But due to this multiplication of 2, the number of hydrogen atom also changes. Here, because it is here, hydrogen is also present. So the number of hydrogen becomes 2 into 2, 4. Now see, carbon 1 balanced, oxygen 4 balanced, hydrogen 4 balanced. Now the balance, now here I write with the balance CH4 plus 2O2 plus give rise to CO2 plus 2H2O plus heat. This is the balanced chemical reaction. If you want to check, you can check it by calculating the mass. The mass of reactant must be equal to mass of product. Okay? Copy it or take a screenshot. Example number 3. Example number 3. So this example is when copper sulfate reacts with sodium hydroxide. When copper sulfate reacts with sodium hydroxide. Copper sulfate reacts with sodium hydroxide. What happens? It forms Na2SO4 plus CuOH whole twice. Sodium sulfate plus copper hydroxide. When copper sulfate reacts with sodium hydroxide, sodium sulfate plus copper hydroxide is formed. But now we need to balance this chemical reaction. So identify here, is there any metal? Metal. Yes. Copper is a metal. Sodium is also a metal. So there are two metals here. So we need to check the number of atoms in reactant and product of first these two atoms. Okay. So just make a table. Sodium here, how many atoms? 1. Here sodium, how many atoms? 2. Copper, how many atoms? 1. Here copper, how many atoms? 1. Here SO4, how many atoms? Why we are taking SO4 single? Because we know this is a polyatomic ion. This is polyatomic ion. Last class I will explain you. Sulfate, SO4, valency -2. This is polyatomic ions. So we will take it together. You can take it together or you can divide it also. Dividing by sulfur and oxygen. What you want to do? Okay, I will explain you by both the methods. First I am taking it in combined state. SO4 here 1, here also SO4. Because this is SO4 atom, no? How many? What is multiplied by SO4? 1. Here SO4 is multiplied by 1. SO4 1. Now OH is also a polyatomic ion. OH is also polyatomic ion. So we will take it also together here. It will make you easy to balance this chemical reaction. Otherwise, I will explain you by dividing it also just after this. And here OH, how many atoms are there? 2. So first we need to see the metals. Copper metal balanced, sodium unbalanced. Here it is 2, here it is 1. So what we need to do is multiply it by 2, it will become 2. But where is sodium here? Here. It is in combined state. So we need to multiply it here. And since we have multiplied it into NaOH, so OH atom is also multiplied. OH polyatomic atom is also multiplied by 2. It will become 2. Now see. Reaction is balanced. Is it balanced? Yeah, balanced. See, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. So the balanced chemical reaction is CuSO4, plus 2 NaOH give rise to Na2 SO4 plus CuOH whole twice. This is the balanced chemical reaction. Copy it. Now I will explain you by dividing it. Dividing the SO4 polyatomic ion and OH polyatomic ion. Okay. Now divide it. Metals done. Sodium and copper, they are two metals. Now what is non-metal here? Sulfur is a non-metal, so we will write here sulfur, how many atom? 1. Here sulfur, how many atom? 1. Now next is oxygen. How many oxygen atom here? 4. And here plus 1. I have told you in the first example, if there are same atoms at different places on same side, we will take in this manner, plus sign. Here oxygen, here it is 4 and here it is O into 2, because this 2 is for oxygen also and hydrogen also, so oxygen is there 2. Now next one is hydrogen. Hydrogen here 1 and here hydrogen is 2. H into 2, 2. So what we need to do is first balance this Na 2, so we will multiply it here. You got it? Now due to this multiplication, what happens? Oxygen also, this single one atom, this also becomes 2. So what happens? 4 plus 2 is 6. And this hydrogen, single hydrogen also becomes 2, because 2 into 1 is 2. So this becomes 2. Now see, 6, 6, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. Which method is easy? You can follow it. Okay? Copy it or just take a screenshot. Okay? So are you getting this or not? It is very easy. Balancing is very easy. I will explain you one more method that will make the balancing much more easier. One more example. Just take it. One more example. Fourth example. Fe plus, when iron reacts with water, what happens? Iron oxide and hydrogen gas is evolved. What happens when iron reacts with water? You know, iron and water. When iron reacts with water, iron oxide is formed and hydrogen gas. When iron reacts with water, it forms iron oxide and hydrogen gas, H2. Now we need to balance this. First step, metals. What are metals here? This iron is a metal, so we will write iron. How many atoms are there? 1. Here it is 3. Next, non-metal. No non-metal. Oxygen. How many oxygen? 1. Here oxygen 4. Hydrogen 2. Hydrogen 2. So what we need to do? First balance the metal. So here it is 3, so we will make it also 3. So we need to multiply this iron atom by 3. So iron is balanced. Now what we need to balance is oxygen. So for balancing this also, here it is 4, so we will make it also 4. So for making this 4, we have to multiply 4 with this water molecule, 4 into H2O. Due to this multiplication of 4, hydrogen also become 8. So for making this hydrogen 8, we will multiply it by 4. Where it is hydrogen is here 4. So it is 8. Now see, 3, 3, 4, 4, 8, 8. Understood? First we have done the balancing for metal 3. Now oxygen was 1 here and here 4. So we will multiply oxygen by 4. So we have multiplied it by 4. By multiplying 4 to oxygen, it automatically is multiplied to hydrogen also. Then hydrogen atom becomes 8. To balance this hydrogen atom, we have multiplied 4 here, and this reaction is balanced. See, the balanced chemical equation is 3Fe plus 4H2O give rise to Fe3O4 plus 4H2O. Sorry, H2O means H2. This is the balanced chemical reaction. Okay. Now I think you will be able to balance any chemical reaction by this method. It is very easy. Okay. Now we are going to learn another method for balancing a chemical. This is very important method, and this will help you to balance a chemical reaction which is very long or complex chemical reactions. Okay. If you will get a complex chemical reaction, so by balancing this method you will get some errors or you have to try 3 or 4 times, but this is a certain method which will give you the result in first attempt. Okay, so we will learn this method. So we are taking a simple example. Simple example is S2 plus O2 S2. We are taking this example. Okay, just to understand that method, and that method is called as equating method. What method? Equating method. This is called as equating method. Here what we need to do is we will take A here, B here and C here. Okay, this ABC, we have to multiply these atoms or compounds by ABCD. If there are 4 atoms, ABCD, 5 ABCDE, here 3, so ABC. Now now how many atoms are different atoms are there? There are 2 different atoms here, hydrogen and oxygen. How many different atoms is here? There are 2 different atoms, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, they are repeating, but there are only 2 atoms in this, hydrogen and oxygen. So for hydrogen, here it is hydrogen, so we have multiplied it by A, so total number of hydrogen atom will be 2 into A, 2A. Here we have done already balancing 3. If we multiply it by 3, the number becomes 3 into 2, 6. Simply here we have multiplied it by A, so the number of hydrogen atoms become 2 into A, 2A. Any other place hydrogen? No. It is in product side now, so we will give a equal sign. What will we give? We take a equal sign for product. Now product, how many atoms are there? 2 into C. We have to multiply it by C. 2 into C. Okay, 2C. Now for oxygen, how many atoms are there in reactant? 2 into B, 2B, 2 into B, 2B, and here 1 into C, C. 1 into C, C. Now इसमें से हमें करना क्या है? The letter which is repeating more time. Okay, जो सबसे ज्यादा टाइम रिपीट हो रहा है. Suppose इसमें कितने रिएक्शंस है? We have 2 reactions here. In both the reaction, which is repeating? C. In this reaction, C is there. In this reaction, C is there. So let C is equal to 1. Okay. Suppose if we have 3 equations, our letter is repeating in 2 equations, so we will take it out. Okay. जो maximum time repeat होना है, maximum time repeat. Suppose there are 5 equations. ऐसे ऐसे हमें कितने equations बन गए? 5 equations बन गए और maximum time repeat हो रहा है D. तो we will take D as 1. Here we have the maximum number of repeated letter is C, so we will take C as 1. So putting value of C here, we will get 2A is equal to 2 into, what is the value of C? 1. So 2A is equal to 2, therefore A is equal to 1. A is also equal to 1. Now we will put the value of C here. So 2B is equal to 1. So B is equal to 1 by 2. Now understand one more thing. Here it is in fraction. Okay, no problem. We will put it here and then I will explain you the next. So what is the value of ABC here? The value of A is 1, the value of B is 1 by 2, and the value of C is 1. We have taken it as 1. We will put this value. What is the value of A? 1 here, 1. What is the value of B? 1 by 2. So we will put it here, 1 by 2. What is the value of C? 1. So we will put it here, 1. Now understand, मेटल को आप ब्रेक कर सकते हो, सॉरी एटम को आप ब्रेक कर सकते हो? एटम कैन नॉट बी ब्रोकन. हाफ एटम तो हो नहीं सकता. सो हियर इट इज हाफ. सो व्हाट वी नीड टू डू इज वी हैव टू मेक इन अ इंटीजर में बनाना है हमें ये फ्रैक्शन में नहीं रखना. इंटीजर में बनाने के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? इफ वी वांट टू चेंज हाफ इनटू इंटीजर, व्हाट विल वी डू? वी विल मल्टीप्लाई इट बाय 2. जो भी आपके फ्रैक्शन में डिनोमिनेटर में होगा उससे आपको क्या करना है? मल्टीप्लाई करना है. What we need to do is multiplying the equation by the number which is present in denominator. So in this reaction, what is the number in denominator? 2. So we will multiply whole this equation by 2, so as to this 2 to cancel this 2 into 2, this 2 into 2 1 2. So what is the new equation? See here, balanced equation 2H2 plus O2 give rise to 2H2. Okay, the new equation is 2H2 plus O2 give rise to 2H2. Wait, I will write it again here. See, 1 into 2, 2, so 2H2 plus half into 2, 2 cancel, O2 plus again 1 into 2, 2H2. This is the balance. We have already balanced it. Check once, same result. We got the same result. Okay. Okay. This seems to be lengthy or complex, but when you will practice this 2 or 3 times, it is an easier method than the previous one, and it is a certain method. You will get the answer in single attempt, just in a single attempt. Okay. We will do one more examples so that you can understand easily. Take one more example. Zn plus HCl, ZnCl2 plus H2. Okay, Zn plus HCl, ZnCl2 plus H2. What we need to do? A, B, C, D. For Zn, different metals. 1 into A, any other place no. So equal to C into 1, C. For hydrogen, B into 1, B is equal to here 2 into D, 2D. For chlorine, here B into 1, B is equal to 2 into C, 2C. Then there are 3 different atoms, zinc, hydrogen and chlorine. We have written it and we made an equation. Here A is equal to C, here for B is equal to 2D and B is equal to 2C. Now see, what is repeating more times? Here it is also C, here it is also C. A is always single time, here B, here B. So we can take C or B is equal to 1, any one, your choice. Either you take B is equal to 1 or you take C is equal to 1. I am taking C is equal to 1. You can try it by taking B is equal to 1 also. Let C is equal to 1. Okay. So when C is equal to 1, A is also equal to 1. Here B is equal to 2 into C, 2 into 1. That is equal to 2. So B is equal to 2. If B is equal to 2, D is equal to, so D is equal to 2 by 2, that is equal to 1. So we got all the things A, B, C, D. A 1. So we will put it here in place of A 1. No need to write. In place of B we need to write 2. So we write here 2. C is 1. No need to write. D is also 1. No need to write. Check this reaction is balanced. Check this reaction is balanced now. Okay. Homework, you will make it by taking B is equal to 1. You will get the same answer. Understood? Now do some complex examples on this method. We are going to do 1 or 2 complex examples. This is very easy method. For easy reactions it will be very easy. Now for complex reactions, what is the complex reaction? When CO2 reacts with H2O. Okay. When carbon dioxide reaction, you are familiar with this reaction. You know this reaction. I will explain what type of reaction is this. When CO2 reacts with water, it forms glucose plus oxygen. In presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay. Photosynthesis. Sunlight and chlorophyll. This is the reaction for photosynthesis, which takes in plant, the process of making food. Now, carbon dioxide reacts with water to form this. If we go with the first method, you need to make a long table, cross verify. It will take 4 to 5 steps to do this reaction, to balance this reaction. We are going with the second method, that is equating method. What we will do? A, B, C, D. इसमें इतना इजी तो है, हमें करना क्या है? ABCD 55 से पढ़ते हैं. Now different types of atom. For carbon, here A, any other place carbon, no. Right side 6C, A is equal to 6C. For oxygen now, here 2 into A. Any other place oxygen? Yes. Here it is also oxygen. So here how many atoms of oxygen? 1. 1 into B. 1B means B. Which sign will take? Plus sign. B is equal to, here oxygen is 6. 6 into C. 6C plus 2 into D. 2D. For hydrogen, 2 into B is equal to 12 into C. Okay? कुछ छूटा तो नहीं चलिए. Which is repeating more time? A here, A not here. C, C, C. C is in all three equations. So blindly take C is equal to 1. Okay? So blindly take C is equal to, when C is equal to 1, A is equal to 6. Here, if C is equal to 1, B is equal to, if C is equal to 1, B is equal to 12 into 1 by this 2 will go 6. So B is also equal to 6. When B is equal to, now put it here. 2 into what is the value of A? We got 6 plus what is the value of B? We got 6. 6 into what is the value of C? 1 plus 2D. That implies 2 into 6, 12 plus 6 plus is equal to 6 plus 2D. That implies D is equal to, here it will come this side, so minus 6, 6 cancel, 12 divided by 2, so D is equal to 6. We got D is equal to 6. Now what we need to do is just put the value what we got. What we got? Value of A. Value of A is 6, so here we will put 6. What is value of B? Check. The value of B is also 6, so we will put it here 6. What is the value of C? We have taken it 1, so we need not to put it here, something here. What is the value of D? The value of B is also 6. Now check this reaction. This reaction is balanced. This reaction is balanced. 6CO2 plus 6H2O give rise to glucose C6H12O6 plus 6O2. This is a balanced reaction. Copy it or take a screenshot. Now you have to try this balancing this reaction by that first method, that is trial and error method. Now check how many time is required for doing that, and in this method you have seen how much time it is. Now do one more example on this method. We will do one more example on this method. Okay. C6H12O6 plus O2. This is glucose. When glucose is burnt in presence of oxygen, what happens? Carbon dioxide and water is formed. What happens? Carbon dioxide and water is formed with lot of energy. I have told you no need to balance this energy because there is no atom in it. Okay, so what we will do here? A, B, C, D for carbon atom. 6A is equal to here C. For hydrogen atom, here 12 into A. 12A is equal to 2D, 2 into D. For oxygen atom, see here 6 into A, 6A plus 2 into B, 2B is equal to, here 2 into C, 2C plus 1 into D, D. Okay? So check which is repeating more time. A. So blindly we will take left A is equal to 1. Left A is equal to 1. If A is equal to 1, C is equal to 6. C is equal to 6. If A is equal to 1, B is equal to also 6. See here, 6 into 1, 6. Now put it here, 6 into what is the value of A? 1 plus 2 into B. What is the value of A? We don't know. Plus 2 into C. What is the value of 6? 6 plus D. What is the value of D? 6. So 6 plus 2b is equal to 12 plus 6 to the 12 plus 6. This 6 cancel. So b is also equal to 6. B is also equal to 6. This is mathematics. You know this. Very simple. So we will put this value in place of a. We will put 1 nothing because it is 1. In place of b, we need to put 6. So we will put it here 6. In place of c, we will put 6 because we got 6. In place of b, what is the value of b? 6. So we will also put it here 6. Now check this reaction is balanced. C6H12O6 plus 6O2 give rise to 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus lot of energy. Okay, for today's class, okay, this is enough. What we have learned in this class, we have learned introduction, what is chemical reaction and what is chemical equation. Okay, characteristics of chemical reaction, or we call it as evidence for a chemical reaction. There are 5 below: change in color, change in state, change in temperature, evolution of gas and formation of precipitate. These 5. Okay, after that we learned balancing a chemical reaction. Why we need to balance a chemical reaction? To follow the law of conservation of mass. Okay, in balancing of chemical reaction we have learned 2 different methods: trial and error method, and second one is equating method. Trial and error method, there is a process, there is a trick in which you have to follow that trick so as to get the result faster. What is that trick? First step metal, second balance non-metal, third oxygen, and last one is hydrogen. And this is equating method. What we have to take ABCD in front of all the elements or compounds, and after that we will take different atoms and we will make different equations. Then later, which is repeating more times, we will take it as 1 and we will get the value of other things, other letters, and we will put it here. Okay, this is the total classes we have done today. Okay, so in next class we will learn the type of reaction. Okay, type of reaction and corrosion and rancidity. These 2 topics are left in this chapter. We will learn that. Okay, so your homework is to balance the chemical reactions which is given in your NCERT exercise example and that group questions. Okay, as much as possible, because practicing this is very important. They will not ask to balance a chemical reaction, but in chemistry, in all 5 chapters, you have to write the reactions. Every reaction should be balanced. If the reaction is not balanced, your marks will be deducted. Okay, so this is very important topic for your whole chemistry, not for this chapter. They will not ask. Okay, in your school examination they will ask, they can ask for any other, but in boards they will not ask balance this chemical reaction. You need to write all the equations that must be balanced. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe our channel, and don't forget to place the bell icon below to get the latest video. Thank you.